It's time for another Sunday secular sermon. Yeah, I'm not sure how that sounds. We'll run with it. Anyway, I know it's incredibly challenging, if not downright impossible, to have patience and grace for your fellow man, for those people who are vastly ideologically different from yourself. Those people who you get online with and you just bicker back and forth and back and forth. And it doesn't seem like either one of you are budging a bit. But I think what we tend to forget is that there's a whole lot of people out there who have a number of solutions regarding how best to change the world, to fix the world, to repair society, to heal our nation, or what have you, when they haven't even taken the time to heal themselves, to fix the problems that are going on within their own minds, within their own hearts. And they really got a lot going on. And I think it's in those instances that we need to have a little more grace, a little more patience for those people, understanding that they have issues they're dealing with. You have issues you're dealing with, of course. But individually, each one of us can only be responsible for fixing and addressing so many problems in the world. In a world of 8+ billion people, we can only be responsible for so many problems. The question is, where do we focus our attention? Are you wasting time trying to convince somebody that they're wrong about their solutions who doesn't even know how to fix themselves, doesn't even have any awareness that there's something wrong with themselves? It's a waste of time, especially when you get down into the flame wars, back and forth, insults and whatnot. I see it time and time again. We get roped into these petty little battles, wasting countless minutes, hours, days even, trying to convince sometimes perfect strangers about our worldview. I mean, I get it. It's tempting. It's fun. It can be exhilarating, especially when you get in there and you land a slam dunk on that guy or girl or other, whatever side of the political aisle you're on. But at the end of the day, what are you actually affecting? Have you actually fixed the problems in your own mind? Are you aware that you might have problems going on that you haven't solved? I tend to see a lot of the battling going on as a coping mechanism, an escape, a way of getting away from actually facing real problems, of a way of just ignoring the real issues in your life. Because talking about politics it's an out there problem. It's not a phone call from inside the house. It's not you addressing a terrible relationship you have right there sitting next to you in your own living room. It's not calling up your parents and saying that you were unhappy with the way you were raised and how your childhood was traumatic for you. It's not addressing real issues. It's not confronting your mother-in-law and telling her, hey, XYZ issues I have with you and we need to address those. It's all an escape. It doesn't solve anything. We've all got the issues, every one of us. For me, it wasn't until the Uvalde shooting that happened in Texas. I've told this story a few times. I'm sure you've heard it before, but essentially I'm riding to work with a friend and he says, hey, did you hear about that? And I was like, no, I didn't hear about that. So he's telling me about it and I'm like, I don't care. That was weird. I had this weird thought. I don't care. What kind of a-hole says they don't care, or even thinks that they don't care about the people that were affected? But the more I pondered on it, the more I thought about it, meditated on it, the more I realized, again, I can only be responsible for so many problems in the world. I can only be responsible for fixing, healing, considering, thinking about so many things. There's only so far a person can go with worrying and fretting and trying to correct the record and trying to find the facts and research this and that. Like, it's too much. But you can be a hell of a lot more effective if you take the time to stop, think, consider, plan around things in which you actually have some locus of control, some ability to make change, real, tangible change. That takes balls. That takes a lot of spirit, determination, and just outright stubbornness. Not to mention a willingness to go, you know. I don't know. Or, you know, I don't have an opinion on XYZ issue. I don't have time to search it. I don't have time to figure it out, think about it. Like, I've got my own things to worry about, and that's where I'm focusing, and that's where I'm effective. And that's really hard to do. It's really hard to do. Because it's so easy. I want to get in there. I want to get in the fray and drop that perfect insult, that back and forth with people. Let me not miss my turn here. So anyway, just to take it back to what I was originally talking about, man, just it really takes a moment's thought to consider the person you're arguing with online, and just consider maybe they don't have it all figured out. Maybe they are just lashing out. Maybe they're avoiding their own issues. And instead of letting that anger you, letting that affect your day and, you know, robbing you of multiple hours of your life, days of your life, have a little patience with these people. Have a little sympathy, empathy for the struggles that they're going through the terrible information they received. Yeah, honestly, I think we can take down the temperature quite a bit if we can have that moment of reflection and consider if it's actually a good use of your time to continue battling with people you have never met, will never meet, who will never have any impact on your life, who will never touch your life whatsoever. Why do it? Why do it? Why not just shut it down? Go play with your kids. If you don't have any kids, go have some kids. They're great. Because in the end, if you don't have your stuff figured out, if you aren't right in your own world, in your own local community, in your own family, what right do you have to tell anybody how society should be ran or how they should run their lives? It's just not good consistency and logic. So, there you have it. My name's Daniel Wagner. Follow me on all social media platforms at UnframeOfMind. And let me know what you think. Should I do some more of these secular Sunday sermons? I don't know. Till next time.